And a very pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcelino Ojeda, and I will be bringing you tonight's marquee matchup here at Gosman Court between your Vineland High School Fighting Clan Women's JV squad and the visiting Ocean City Red Raiders. Tonight is a matchup that is really entailing for the grand matchup tonight. That is the Varsity Red Raiders squad and our Fighting Clan. They're two teams that we've seen very strong offensively and defensively, and it's really just gearing up for what looks like a great day of all-around basketball. Soon we'll be getting in the starting lineups, but looking ahead to the game, each team has clearly taken every opportunity it's had to warm up and prepare for today's matchup, really trying to get as much time of it as they can. Both teams preparing to head to their benches and really get this game kicked off. As we get in tonight's lineups, the squads that we'll be looking at for our Vineland JV women's basketball team, looks like it's going to be number 3, Zanaya Gay, number 10, Zamaya B, number 50, Amaya Day, number 31, Leilani Delgado, number 34, Juju Vincente, number 22, Damaya J, number 20, Miley Rivera, number 45, Janayo Day, number 25, Alyssa S, number 15, Izzy M, and number 40, Gabby Della Rosa. That is the Vineland High School Fighting Land JV women's squad. And for the Ocean City Red Raiders, so it's going to be number 14, Gabby Henry, number 23, Leia Chu, number 21, Scarlett Fletcher, number 33, Brooke Douglas, number 3, Allie Hudson, number 12, Gwen O'Hara, number 2, Callie Smith, also with number 15, Sophia Bishop, and last but not least, number 34, Presley Green. Both teams preparing for a game plan here as we prepare for our 4 o'clock estimated time tip-off. We would like to thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast, bringing you all the sports that you love and know here in Vineland, New Jersey, and for your Fighting Clan. As always, let's go Fighting Clan. It looks as if, at the moment, as our teams are waiting and preparing, that we may not have officials at the moment. We often overlook the little things in games. Both teams prepared, both teams ready to go, but it's kind of hard to get ready to go without an officiating crew to get the game going. Once again, we really would like to thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast for tonight's matchup between the Ocean City Red Raiders women's JV basketball squad and your Vineland High School Fighting Clan JV women's basketball team. Once again, we have 2 solid games on tap today, beginning with this JV squad matchup and tonight's highly anticipated varsity matchup between two teams who are really trying to stay in the winning columns, as Ocean City Red Raiders varsity squad is 12-2 coming into tonight's game, with the Vineland Fighting Clan team coming in at a record of 6-9. As we wait, we'd like to give a special shout out to the man behind the camera and does all the work behind the scenes, my good friend Doug Diola, really putting things together. Gotta love the guy and gotta give him love. And as well as my partner who will be joining me tonight for the varsity matchup, Kyle K.B. Bennett. And here we go. Looks like the men in stripes have arrived as both teams begin to meet here at midcourt. Looks like give us about 5 to 10 minutes, but tip-off is vastly approaching. Referee laying down the ground rules here for tonight's game as both teams break. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is that time of the evening. The Vineland High School Fighting Clan and the Ocean City Red Raiders setting to tip off here a little bit after schedule, but no better time than the present to get things squared away and good to go. In other sports-related news, this Wednesday we will be seeing the Vineland High School Fighting Clan JV and varsity men's basketball team facing off against Hamilton. Both times ETA'd JV at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. for the varsity team. Looking forward to that, being on the call for the JV game, as well as with my partner once again, Kyle Bennett, for the varsity matchup. As we get set to square off here for tip-off, we're going to be looking at the starting lineups here. From what it's looking like so far, it looks like we're going to see number 31, Leilani Delgado, as well as number 34, Juju Vincente, number 3, Zanaya Gay, number 50, Amaya Day, and number 10, Zamaya B. So far, Ocean City looks like they have a height advantage, with number 34, looks to be Presley Green manning that 5-hole. And here we go, tip-off here at Irv Gosman Court. I'm ready, you're ready, Doug is ready. Here we go. Ocean City wins the toss, and they start offensively with an open look down low, and it is good. Gabby Henry with a gorgeous pass. Finishes, and here comes the Fighting Clan looking to get the ball rolling and moving early as they set the tempo for this matchup. Ball is going to be swung to the corner, back to the top of the key. Vineland looking for any open shot for 3, and it is no good, bouncing off the backboard, hitting the rim, and Ocean City back on the offensive. Bringing the ball up the court is going to be Leia Chu. Swings over to the wing to number 12. Looks like it's Gwen O'Hara. Gwen O'Hara driving left, puts up a shot, and it is good. Ocean City off to a commanding 4-0 lead here early. Vineland looking to answer back on the offensive end. We see an offense very familiar here, is what we've seen from our varsity squad, moving the ball around the perimeter, looking to get a possible opening on the wings or even in the interior. As Vineland gets an open look, it's going to be a pump fake and driven, and it is going to go up, come back down, rebounded, and it is good. Number 34, Juju Vincente, put up a shot, missed it, got it back, put up another, and made it. 1 for 2 to start off this game, and Ocean City back on the offensive end of the court. It's going to be a shot from Ocean City here for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Vineland as we await the call from the officials, and it looks like it's going to be out on the Fighting Clan Ocean City Red Raiders ball. Taps the ball, looking for an inbound here, swings it to the ring, for the wing, to Leia Chu, back to the top of the key. It's going to be another drive here and another shot, and it is no good. Her first miss. Gwen O'Hara on the shot there as Vineland gets a fast break, gets a move, puts it up, and it is no good off the bottom. Rebounded by Presley Green. Passes it back to number 23, Leia Chu, who looks to be the point guard of this offense. Ocean City getting a lot of open looks early as a shot is put up, and it is no good. Gabby Henry looked to take the shot there, and foul is going to be on number 34, Juju Vincente. Gabby Henry shooting the first free throws of the game here with 6 minutes and 7 seconds in the first quarter. Ocean City Red Raiders 4, Vineland Fighting Clan 2. First shot goes up and goes down. Gorgeous shooting form from Gabby Henry as she looks to keep this lead rolling for the Ocean City team, who has not trailed once in this very early matchup. As she 6 the second, goes 2 for 2. Gabby Henry looking sharp at the free throw line. And here comes the Fighting Clan. Bringing the ball up the court is Zanaya Gay. Swings it to Juju Vincente back to the corner. It's going to go up, and it is no good. Fighting Clan almost with the rebound, and they get the rebound. It's going to be for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Juju Vincente, and it's going to be off the rim left there. And here comes the Ocean City Red Raiders. It is going to be Gwen O'Hara once again bringing the ball up the court, looking for an opening. And they are going to slow down this offense. Tempo shut down by the Vineland High School Fighting Clan women's defense as Gwen O'Hara shoots for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan as Zamaya B, brings the ball up the court. Fighting Clan looking to get some offense going off some missed opportunities. But the Ocean City Red Raiders playing suffocating defense as the ball is moved around the perimeter, almost stolen away. Mid-range jumper, and it is good. Zanaya Gay with her first points of the night, getting into the action, cutting the lead to 2. Ocean City 6, Vineland 4 with 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. That's going to be driven down the court, and it's going to be missed, rebounded by Juju Vincente. And Vineland right back on the offensive end just like that. With an open look, it's going to be put up, and it is no good. Just left at the rim. And Gwen O'Hara will be bringing the ball up the court. Met at half court, almost steps. She does step. Blue does not see it. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan, looking to slow down the tempo here. But now they're starting to speed it up. Juju Vincente with the ball, swings it down low, put up, and it is blocked away, but an amazing play by the Fighting Clan. It's going to be Zamaya B throwing the ball off of number 15, Sophia Bishop, the forward for this Red Raiders JV squad. With 4:25 here left in the second, Vineland has the ball on offense, and it is stolen away. The Ocean City girls get the ball. They're going to look for opening. It's going to be put up, and it is good. Number 23, Leia Chu, puts up another jumper or a mid-range layup and finishes. Gets another steal on the defensive end. Looks for an opening down the court. Ocean City once again off the turnover. Going to be down to O'Hara. O'Hara puts up the jumper. It is no good, and it is rebounded by the Fighting Clan, looking to stop the bleeding as they are down by 4 here in this first quarter. Vineland almost turning the ball over once again. It's going to be swung over to Juju Vincente, who drives, puts one up, and is fouled on the shot. Vineland will be getting their first chance at the charity stripe this evening with what looks like 3:46 in this first quarter. Red Raiders up 8-4 with both teams 1 foul. Vincente looking for her first shot at the charity stripe, and it is good. 1 of 2 goes down as there are some substitutions here for both teams. For Vineland, it's looking like number 22, Demaya J will be checking in. And for the Red Raiders, number 33, Brooke Douglas, as Vincente looks to line up her second of the 2 free throws. and she sinks the second. Both teams perfect from the free throw stripe, and it is 8-5. Vineland still in this one-possession game after turning the ball over on a couple occasions. Chu brings the ball up the court, looks for an opening, puts a little English on it, but it spins right into the rim. Rebounded. O'Hara loses the ball. Looking for a call here, and it is going to be Ocean City Red Raiders ball, and they will call a timeout, their first of the game. As we say, have a good night to our Stripes tonight. Looking forward to two great marquee matchups between the Red Raiders and the Fighting Clan. Right now, Ocean City leading this JV affair 8-6 with 3:32 on the clock and the ball in their possession. Both teams not really struggling in the foul department. Both teams with one foul each. Very disciplined basketball so far. Nonetheless, one possession game, Vineland very much in this. A couple costly turnovers and quick possessions have put them in this two-point hole. But once again, one possession game and very much in their grasp. As the buzzer sounds, both teams prepare to come out of their respective huddles after Ocean City calling a timeout. From the looks of it, it's going to be number 14, Gabby Henry inbounding, looking for an opening. She's going to swing it to O'Hara at the top of the key, who's going to pass it down low. And it's going to be nobody there, but she blows the layup. Juju Vincente looking for the rebound, but it is going to be a foul on the Red Raiders. My goodness. Brooke Douglas had the most open lane I've seen so far today and just misses it off the rim. Vineland right back on the offensive end, catching a break there. And here they come. Juju Vincente with the ball, almost turns it over, but it looks like it is going to be a foul. But it's going to be going Red Raiders' way as they regain the possession here. Inbounded by Chu. Vineland playing a suffocating half-court defense, but it's going to be swung over to O'Hara, who's going to drive left. Juju in front of her. Chu regaining the ball, pump fakes, swings it to the top of the key, back to the wing. Red Raiders open look, and it is good. Three-point shot. It is 11-6 here for the Red Raiders, looking to pull away from the Fighting Clan with 2:52 left to go in this first quarter. It's going to be swung back to Vincente, who's going to drive, look for the foul, does not get it. Swung to the back of the top of the key, and it's almost stolen away. And as we look for the call here, and the foul is going to be on the Fighting Clan. Looks like it's going to be on Zanaya Gay. As O'Hara looks to inbound, throws it in, and right back on the defensive end is the Fighting Clan looking to get another key stop and get some points on the board with them leading, or trailing, I might add, 11-6. Open look for the Red Raiders, no good, but it is rebounded and put back by Gabby Henry right there to pick up the trash that Brooke Douglas had left at the rim. Fighting Clan back on offense. Vincente driving right, looking for an open look, puts up a floater, and it is good. Juju Vincente getting herself in on the action, and it is 13-8 with 2:12 left in this first quarter. Open look for Red Raiders. It is no good, just missed, rebounded by Vineland, and here they go. Vincente puts the ball up the court, looking for a fast break, didn't get it. Vincente gets the ball back, looks to drive, two-step, puts up a floater, no good. And it is going to be Ocean City basketball. Some substitutions here for both teams. Looks like it's going to be number 31, Leilani Delgado checking back in for the Fighting Clan, as well as number 14, Gabby Henry, who had been out just momentarily. Stolen away by Vineland to Vincente, who shoots the mid-range, and it is good. Vincente leaving her stamp on this game, and it is only a 2-point game, 13-11. Red Raiders with the lead as they bring the ball up the court, almost turn it over. It's going to be brought back in, and it is good. Brooke Douglas looking to stop the Fighting Clan in their tracks to regain a 4-point lead. It's going to be moved around once again by the Fighting Clan. Back to Delgado at the top of the key. And there is Vincente, who has been the hot hand, going to drive, put up a floater, just misses, rebounded by Delgado, puts her up the mid-range jumper, no good, rebounded by O'Hara, and Ocean City looking to get a fast break bucket here. O'Hara loses it, and it's going to be stolen away. Leilani Delgado playing great defense, and it is going to reward her with an offensive possession here for the Fighting Clan. Looking to get some substitutions rolling before the start of this possession. 15-14, 1:09 left. 2 fouls each team here at Irv Gosman Court. Bringing the ball up the court is going to be number 10, Zamaya B. It's going to be swung on the wing here. Miley Rivera swings it to the wing once again. Vineland turning the ball over, stolen away. Gabby Henry with another steal, drives right, and it is stolen away once again by Delgado, playing very strong on the defensive end and fast hands. And here comes the Fighting Clan once again, almost turning the ball over, swung back to Delgado, and here they go. Just looking for a clean possession so far with number 32 checking in, whose name we do not have on the card. It's going to be the Red Raiders' ball, and they're going to miss a shot, and it's going to be blocked away by Delgado. But it is going to be good for Brooke Douglas off of the block. My goodness. So far tonight, we have seen Leilani Delgado suffocating the Ocean City Red Raiders, but on the second chance opportunities, the Red Raiders have looked to be potent on the offensive end of the floor. Delgado gets the ball back. It's going to be off her leg, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Tough pass swung down low to Delgado. It looked like it was low, but Red Raiders, are going to be back on the offensive end. 7.1 on the clock here is inbounded to O'Hara. O'Hara dribbles to her left, swings to the corner. Chu open for three, and it is good. That will end this very high-paced first half, or first quarter, I might add, for this Ocean City Red Raiders squad, who now lead it 20-11 off of Leia Chu's three-pointer in the corner at the buzzer. Man, we have seen both teams look very sharp on the defensive end of the floor, but Ocean City looking to have an edge on the offensive end of the floor. Vineland really struggling on the offensive end, struggling to even get the ball to half court on some possessions with some very errant passes, but they are looking to get back into this game as we prepare for the second period of JV basketball here at Irv Gosman Court between the Ocean City Red Raiders JV women's basketball team and your Vineland High School Fighting Clan JV women's squad. I am Marcelino bringing you the call as we once again get to going here in this second quarter as we prepare for the matchup tonight between two highly talented women's basketball squads. Red Raiders varsity squad coming in with a record of 12-2, Vineland Fighting Clan 6-8. Buzzer sounds, whistle blows, and we are ready for the second quarter of this matchup. Looking to see the lineup here for the Fighting Clan. Looks like Vincente Delgado, as well as Zamaya B and number 3 Zanaya Gay. Not counting out what looks to be number 50 Amaya Day back on the floor for the Fighting Clan. Delgado inbounds, and here we go. Zanaya Gay back on. Oh, and it's almost stolen away. And it's brought back in by the Fighting Clan, struggling here offensively with some of these passes, but they're going to look to move the ball around. Delgado regains the ball, dribbles right, looks back to her left. It's going to be swung to the top of the key, looking for an opening. This Ocean City Red Raiders squad playing a very great defense here, and what looks like a man-on-man defense. Great pass down low to Delgado, just loses it, stolen away, and the Red Raiders look to bring the ball up the court. Delgado right there to meet Allie Hudson, who checked in just recently. Mid-range jumper for the Red Raiders, no good. Rebounded and fouled. Once again on the offensive boards, number 33, Brooke Douglas back at the charity stripe. Looks like the foul's going to be on number 34, Juju Vincente, who had a very strong offensive first quarter, looking to keep that going here in the second quarter as Douglas prepares to shoot her first of two. First one hits back iron and rolls right back in, sinks her first. She is perfect at the line so far tonight as she prepares for her second shot at the charity stripe. It is no good, and that is a good old case of broadcaster jinx as the Vineland Fighting Clan bring the ball up the court. 3 for 4 at the charity stripe so far tonight for Douglas as Vincente gets the ball, swings it over to the wing. Once again, it would be to Zamaya B, back to Douglas, who looks to be driving it. It's going to be stolen away. She didn't really get much of a handle on that ball, did Delgado, but she is right back on the defensive end. It's going to be swung down low, and it's going to be to number 34. It is once again Presley Green being very shown here on the offensive end of the floor, almost a head taller than everyone on the Fighting Clan squad, as she gets called for a foul here on Delgado. Vineland really struggling on the offensive end of the floor, with Ocean City having a lead of 23-11 with 6:42 left in this second period. 3 fouls for each team. And it swung down low to Vincente, and it is good. A great pass and a great finish from Vincente, who once again has left her stamp on the offensive end of the Fighting Clan's game plan so far, as Ocean City prepares once again to be back fighting into the teeth of this defense, looking for an open look, no good, and it's going to be rebounded. Vincente with the ball, looking to move everybody down the floor and get some offense rolling once again. She's going to dribble right, swing to the wing, and it is a travel called. Zamaya B almost forgot to dribble there on her first step to the right. Nonetheless, it's going to be Ocean City ball, 10-point lead, and 6:12 left to go in this second quarter. Bringing the ball up the floor is going to be Allie Hudson getting some important minutes here, and Callie Smith on the wing there. But it's going to be, once again, number 33, Brooke Douglas with the ball in her hands that swung to the wing. Ocean City looking for some offense here, but much stronger defensive possession from the Fighting Clan. This ball is going to be swung once again to the wing. A lot of perimeter passing. It's going to be put up, and it is going to be a foul. Callie Smith on the opposite end of that call. Foul looking to be on Douglas. Smith looking to shoot her first free throws of this early second quarter. Ocean City with one missed free throw. Oh, well, let's make that 2 missed free throws here in this matchup as they hold a 10-point lead with 5:48 left in the second. Her second, no good. No shots falling for the Red Raiders at the charity stripe as Vineland brings the ball up the court. Everyone looking for a pass here at the top of half court, but Douglas gets an opening. She's going to drive, and she is going to double dribble. Looked like she tried to split the defenders there. She made the shot, but the referee ultimately made the call. No shot, 23-13 Red Raiders. Once again on the offensive end where they've been for most of the night. It's going to be a pump fake, driven, and put up once again. And another free throw line opportunity here for Callie Smith, who looks to be driving this Red Raiders offense here in this second quarter. She went 0 for 2 on her last time at the charity stripe, looking to turn that around as she sinks the first of 2. Checking in for the Fighting Clan is going to be number 20, Miley Rivera. Checking out will be number 31, Leilani Delgado. Second shot up, second shot no good. And it is going to be a free throw violation. She took one step too early before the ball hit the rim. Nonetheless, it is going to be Fighting Clan ball on the offensive end of the court. Zanaya Gay bringing the ball up the court with what looks to be a mismatch with Presley Green at the top of the key, looking to get some ball movement going, get the ball moving. A lot of confusion here on the offensive end of the court, but Gay brings the ball, swings it to the corner. It's going to be passed once again down low. Vineland looking for an opening, almost thrown away there by the Fighting Clan. Back to the top of the key. It's going to be driven, kicked out, shot for 3, and no good. And it's going to be out on the Fighting Clan. Fighting down low there was number 33, Brooke Douglas. Red Raiders once again on the offensive end of the floor with an 11-point lead. 4:57 to go. Vineland with 5 fouls. Red Raiders with 3. Bringing the ball up the court will be Allie Hudson once again. Swings it to her right, looking for an opening. That's going to be number 21, Scarlett Fletcher, whose name we have not called yet tonight. It's going to be swung down low to someone who has been called tonight, Douglas, but throws the ball away. Fighting Clan looking to make some more substitutions is number 22, Demaya J looks to be checking in, as well as number 50, Amaya Day checking back in. One of the starters for this Fighting Clan team. Some confusion here Vincente looks to be checking back into the game. Vineland Clan bringing the ball up the floor. It's going to be once again Zanaya Gay, who looks to be running the point guard for this team. Swung to the corner. It's going to be number 50 once again, Amaya Day, looking for an opening. Swings it, and it's going to be back to Gay. Back to the wing. Driven, put up, and no good. Rebounded by the Red Raiders. That was Zamaya B putting up what looked to be a tough shot. Who almost stole it. Got passed right to her chest. Red Raiders calling some plays on the offensive end of the floor. It's going to be swung to the corner. No shot, no look. Down to Presley. Presley back to the top of the wing. And it is no good. Rebounded by Zamaya B. 1-on-2. She is by herself. Swings it back over for number 20. And it is no good. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan. But it is going to be a jump ball. Shot was put up there by Miley Rivera. One of her first shots of the evening. Looks like some substitutions for the Red Raiders. Number 15, Sophia Bishop checking back in, as well as number 23, Leia Chu, who looked very prominent on the offensive end to start this game, as the Red Raiders look to get some more offense rolling. It's going to be swung to the corner there, swung back down low. And one, number 15, Sophia Bishop checking in and making an impact already. Looking to finish this possible three-point play. She got a great inlet pass and finished strong to get the foul and looking to capitalize on the three-point play. Looks to be some substitutions for the Fighting Clan. Checking out is Vincente. Checking in Demaya J. Some important minutes here. With 3:39 left in this second period. Ocean City 26, Vineland 13. As Sophia looks to capitalize on a three-point play opportunity. High arcing shot, and it is good. Capitalizing on the three-point play, and Vineland really far behind here. It looks like to be a 13-14 actually after that free throw point deficit. They are back on offense looking for some openings. Not really getting much, but it's going to be a great move there from Gay, who puts it up. And it is airballed, rebounded by Rivera, back out to Gay, who shoots a three, and it is good. A great shot for Zanaya Gay there, getting the offense moving, but Ocean City giving them no time to celebrate back on the offensive end. It's going to be a pump fake drive, put up, blocked by Rivera, and here they come, Fighting Clan 3-on-2, almost stolen away from behind, swung over, and it's going to be back to Rivera, who shoots the mid-range jumper off the glass, no good, rebounded by the Red Raiders. It's going to be given to Chu here, as she resets this offense, swinging it over to Callie Smith. Fighting Clan playing a 3-2 zone, looking to stop this Red Raiders offense that has been great all night. Open look in the corner for three, and it is no good. Looked good, but did not go down. Fighting Clan with the ball. Gay bringing the ball up the court, looks to her right, swings it to Zamaya B, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Zamaya once again. And tightrope walking on the baseline is what looks to be number 2. It's going to be back to Chu. Swung to the corner. 2 again. Shooting for 3. No good. Almost rebounded by Presley. And it looks to be Red Raiders ball. Callie Smith tightrope walking on the baseline on the opposite end of the floor, giving them another offensive possession. Inbounding is going to be Allie Hudson. Swings it to the wing there. It's going to be driven, put up, and no good. Rebounded by Zamaya B. Bringing the ball up the court slowly, looking to see if they can find some holes in this defense. Going to be swung over to Gay. Gay with Presley on her. Back to Zamaya, back to Rivera. Rivera to Zamaya. She's going to drive to her right, get double teamed instantly, almost stolen away. Nonetheless, going to be Fighting Clan ball. What looks to be checking in here. It's number 21, Scarlett Fletcher. Gay looking to be the inbounder for the Fighting Clan with Zamaya to her left. Rivera right in front of her, passes it to Rivera. Rivera looks for an opening, swings it back to Gay, and they're almost playing a triangle offense here on the wing. Swung back to Zamaya. Zamaya looking for some kind of opening in this Red Raiders defense. Rivera almost looking to get the pass. It's stolen away, and it's going to be finished away. It's going to be, once again, Allie Hudson on the defensive end of the floor, getting a steal and a finish with 1:31 here in the second period. 29-15 Red Raiders. Gay swinging it to Zamaya. Zamaya looking to Rivera, but swings it back to Gay nonetheless. And it is almost a clogged corner. Zamaya Gay almost puts it up, and a hard fall, but a tough finish for Amaya Day, who swoops in, gets the rebound, and finishes for the second chance opportunity. Bringing the ball up the floor is Allie Hudson. And a lot of hands up, but not a lot of passing. It's almost stolen away by Zamaya. It's going to be swung by Callie Smith. Back to the corner, foot on the line, no good. Rebounded by the Red Raiders back to the wing. And just like that, this Red Raiders team with Chu having the ball in her hand, swings it down low, and it is going to be a travel called on Allie Hudson. Hudson looked to get an open look, finished the shot, but forgot to dribble on her way to the rim. Nonetheless, fighting clan ball. Rivera fighting with Gay for who inbounds here. Rivera rolls up in front of her and gets the ball in. Tough coverage here by Chu. And it's stolen away by Chu, but it's going to be out on the Ocean City Red Raiders. 41.8 to go here for the Fighting Clan. Nobody looking to inbound here, but it's going to be Zamaya B inbounding. Fighting Clan ball looking for an opening. She's going to swing it right past a defender, and it is going to be out of bounds. And it is going to be Red Raiders ball. That was stolen away by Scarlett Fletcher, but now inbounding is going to be Allie Hudson, who's looked sharp offensively and defensively for this Red Raiders squad. It's going to be swung to Callie Smith, who's at the top of the key here. Hudson trailing on her left, looking for a screen. From look to be Sophia Bishop, going to be swung to the corner. Back down low to Bishop. Bishop throws it down low to number 21, and it just rims out. Scarlett Fletcher struggling to get that shot down. It hit the rim twice, but just didn't get any net. Rivera here inbounding for the Fighting Clan into the teeth of the defense of the Red Raiders. She gets it into Gay off of her shin. Tightrope walking on the sideline, but it is going to be a offensive foul. Taking the charge call there was Allie Hudson once again. Very strong offensively and defensively for this Red Raiders team. Really setting the physicality tone here as it's going to be inbounded to Smith with 14 to go. 29-17 Red Raiders. Fighting Clan looking to get a stop here before the half. It's going to be swung over. Back to the corner. Smith for three, and it is airballed, no good. Rebounded by Scarlett Fletcher. Going to be another shot, and it is no good. And that will be the end of this first half. 29 Red Raiders, Fighting Clan 17. Many opportunities on the offensive end for the Fighting Clan, but couldn't get their offense rolling as well as this Red Raiders team. Once again, I'm Marcelino here giving you the play-by-play at Irv Gosman Court. It is Red Raiders 29, Fighting Clan 17, and we will be right back after this halftime intermission. And welcome back, Vineland High School Fighting Clan basketball fans. My name is Marcelino Ojeda here giving you the play-by-play and like to welcome you back here to Irv Gosman Court for today's JV matchup between the Ocean City Red Raiders JV Women's Squad and the Vineland High School Fighting Clan JV Women's Squad. Right now the score at half is 29-17 Red Raiders, who looked very strong and potent on the offensive end of the floor. Vineland played very steady defense but really struggled offensively, thus showing the score that we have here going into the third period. High scorer for the JV squad of Vineland was what looked to be Juju Vincente, who looked very strong offensively, put her shoulder down and putting up some nice shots, but it all kind of fell short to the all-around game of the Red Raiders, with a lot of scoring between Brooke Douglas, Presley Green, Allie Hudson, and Gwen O'Hara. Both teams preparing as we prepare for this Vineland High School Fighting Clan squad rolling out now. It's going to be the starting lineup so far: Zanaya Gay, Juju Vincente, Zamaya B. It's going to be Delgado, Leilani Delgado, and number 50, Amaya Day. Delgado with a very strong first half on the defensive end of the floor with 3 steals and a couple turnovers. But so far, that's been the saving grace for this Vineland Fighting Clan defense as they prepare here on the offensive end of the floor. Zanaya Gay swinging it over to what looks like Zamaya B, covered by Chu, who played very strong point guard in that first quarter. It's going to be up to Vincente. Vincente drives, kicks it back to Zamaya, and it is going to be a jump ball, and it is going to be Red Raiders ball. That ball stolen away by what looks to be number 12, Gwen O'Hara. She swings it down low to Chu. Chu with Zamaya Gay on her. As she looks to get an opening, fakes left, goes back right. Chu is running the floor. Strong defense by Vineland so far, almost stolen away by Zamaya B. It's going to be to Smith, who drives with the left hand, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Vincente, looking to get some numbers here. It's going to be a 4-on-3. It's going to be a great pass and blocked away. That was Brooke Douglas with the rejection. And the Red Raiders back on the offensive end of the floor, but a travel is going to be called. Gabby Henry had the open look with a one-on-one with Delgado, but just took one step too many. And now Vineland is back, almost losing the ball in the offensive end. It's going to be a very dangerous pass to Vincente, who swings it back up. Back to Zamaya B, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan. Back to Delgado, back to Vincente. Vincente drives, kicks to the wing. Vineland for 3, no good, just off the front of the rim. O'Hara with the ball off of the rebound by Gabby Henry. O'Hara bringing the ball up the court, has an opening. Swings it to, looks like it's going to be Douglas. Douglas back to the wing where Chu is awaiting as Smith corrals the offense and looks for an opening. Fighting Clan, who spent most of their time in that first half on the defensive end of the floor looking to get some stops as Chu drives, puts one up, no good, with just a little English on it, no good once again. And Douglas gets the rebound, looking up the floor, has Zamaya B to her right. She's going to drive, put up a mid-range floater, and it is no good. Rebounded by Douglas. Smith with the ball. A great pass down low, but just lost and saved. But it's going to be right into the waiting hands of Zanaya Gay. Vineland bringing the ball up the floor. It swung to the corner. Delgado shoots the mid-range jumper, and it is off the rim. O'Hara once again part of a jump ball, and it's going to be Fighting Clan ball. Both teams so far not having too much success on either offensive end of the floor, but defensively have looked very sharp so far. 6:06 left in the second period. Inbounded, and it is no good. Rebounded by Gabby Henry, bringing the ball with O'Hara to her left, covered. Smith with a wing opening, but Douglas is on her, who's been the defender of this Vineland squad, and once again playing strong defense. O'Hara with the ball stolen away. It's going to be Vincente with a 2-on-1. She's driving to her left, fakes left, puts it up, and it is no good. Just a little too much off the backboard as O'Hara swings it up to Chu, who has a 2-on-1 to Smith with an open layup, and it is good. Turning garbage to gold on the defensive end of the floor. The Red Raiders once again find an opening on the offensive end as Vineland struggles to bring the ball up the court. Chu loses her footing, And it is going to be a carry on the Fighting Clan. Great defense by Chu. Lost her footing but forced Vineland to turn the ball over as the Red Raiders prepare to be on offense once again. O'Hara finds an opening, walks right behind Zamaya. She's going to drive to her left, swing it to Smith. Smith's going to drive, look for an opening, and it is going to go right off of her foot. She had a lane, possible right-hand layup, but just loses it off the tip of her foot. And nonetheless, it's going to be Fighting Clan ball, 31-17 with 5:17 left in this third quarter. Delgado bringing the ball up the court, drives right past the defender, looks for an opening, and gets a foul call. And it's going to be 2 for Delgado, who pushed the tempo, and her aggressiveness pays off as she's going to get 2 from the charity stripe. Foul's going to be on number 33, Brooke Douglas. Her first and the Red Raiders' first here in this second half. First shot goes up, just rimming out for Delgado. Hit everything but the bottom of the net there. Delgado looking to go 50% from the free throw stripe. Shoots the mid-range jumper from the free throw line, and it is good. Sinks her second shot and Vineland's first of this quarter. Chu bringing the ball up the court, swings it down low to Douglas. Douglas double team. Vincente playing strong defense. Stolen away by Douglas. Douglas has the ball with a 2-on-1. Looks to her left, swings to Zamaya, and just misses her under the rim. Delgado had a 2-on-1, just misses the pass under the rim to Zamaya. And just like that, the Red Raiders back on offense. Going to be passed to Smith. Smith being guarded is going to be a pass down low, and it is nothing for Gabby Henry, who looked to be on the receiving end of that pass, guarded by Vincente. Vincente inbounding here to Gay as the Red Raiders get back on defense. Gay goes to look to her left, almost stolen away. Swing to Vincente, almost stolen away by Chu, but Vincente back up to Zamaya B. Zamaya drives and turns around, looks for Vincente. Vincente driving, puts up a floater, and it is no good. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan, no good again. And the Red Raiders have the ball with Chu on a fast break. 1-on-2, Douglas there to meet her, and that is a hard foul. Chu looking to get an open layup there. Douglas trailed her. I don't think she meant to foul as hard as she did, but nonetheless, that will be a flagrant almost. And Chu will be shooting 2 from the free throw line. Once again, Douglas did not mean to foul as hard as she did, just tried to trail as Chu misses the first of 2 on that flagrant. It's going to be 31-18 Red Raiders in this third period. 4:33, 1 foul each team. Red Raiders once again showing to be strong offensively. Defensively, really getting a lot of turnovers as Chu shoots her second and makes her second, 50% on the flagrant free throws as the Red Raiders regain possession here in this third quarter. Some substitutions here for the Fighting Clan. Looks like Douglas will be checking out for number 32. It's going to be inbounded by Smith. Smith looks to her left. Looks like Vineland a little too anxious on the defensive end of the floor, trying to get that ball back down a ton here. But it's going to be passed into Chu, who shot the free throws just recently. It's going to be passed over to O'Hara, who's going to drive to her left, left-handed layup, and it is good. Another finish from Gwen O'Hara, who looked sharp in the first quarter and now sharp here in this third. As it's going to be passed in to Gay, who's going to drive with a 2-on-2. She's by herself, puts it right underneath the arm of the defender. Vicente with the rebound and gets the foul, just missing an and-one opportunity here with 4:09 left in this third. 34-18 Red Raiders. Vicente shooting 1 of 2 here at the free throw line. Vincente's second trip to the line tonight, as she just misses the first of 2. High arcing, hit everything but the bottom of the net, and she will be shooting her second here. And it is up, and it is good. 50% from her free throw line trip there as the Red Raiders bring the ball up the court with a lead here. They're going to throw it away. O'Hara looked to get Chu, but just overthrew her. She's being defended by Zanaya Gay on the corner there. Vineland with the ball once again, looking to create some offensive opportunities as they're down 34-19. It's going to be past Zamaya B, swung to the corner. It's almost stolen away. O'Hara does get the steal. It's going to be given to Chu, who's going to bring the ball up the court, guarded by Gay. He's going to fake left, go right, dribble it off her knee. And back to O'Hara. It's stolen away. Fighting Clan with the ball. 3-on-3 opportunity for Zamaya. She's going to swing it to number 32. Swings it back to the top of the key. And it is good. Amaya Day for 3 to get this Fighting Clan offense rolling. Red Raiders not much of a defensive stop there as they lead 34-22. They're going to put up a shot. And Smith silences this Vineland crowd just like that, giving Vineland no chance to celebrate as she finishes with the left-hand layup. But it is going to be a backcourt violation. Looked like Zanaya Gay's back right foot didn't get past half court. And it is going to be Red Raiders once again on the offensive end. Smith looking to rebound. O'Hara right in front of her, and that's who will get the ball. O'Hara dribbling to her right, back left, trying to look for an opening here as she has Smith on the wing. Smith looking to create some offense here, drives left. Shut down by Vincente as this Ocean City team looks to be moving around, looking for an opening play. It's going to be swung down low to Presley Green, who's going to give it back to Smith with a step-back jumper, and it is no good off the foot of O'Hara. Gets the rebound, though, drives to her left. Stolen away by Vincente. It's going to be picked up by Amaya Day. Day looking to get an opening to Vincente. She gets it, looks to drive, put one up, and it is going to be a charge, taking advantage of the aggressiveness of Vincente, who in the first half, we've seen a lot of dropping shoulder and putting up floaters, but on that possession does not get what she was looking for as the Red Raiders bring the ball up the floor. Looks to be a push-off call there on Callie Smith, giving the ball back to the Fighting Clan. Inbound is going to be Zamaya B to Zanaya Gay. It's going to be over to Vincente, who's in the corner. Two people there to meet her. It looks like a zone defense here compared to the first half. Man, as Vincente gets an opening, puts up a mid-range jumper. And once again, Vincente's aggressiveness picked on by Presley Green, getting the charge call there. Vincente trying to get a mid-range floater. But looks like Presley had her feet planted as the ball's going to be inbounded here to Scarlett Fletcher, who's going to swing it back to Smith for O'Hara. Great pass, and it's almost stolen away by Zamaya as there's a fight on the floor for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball, but Red Raiders ball. Possession going their way this time around. Smith looking to inbound, looks to her right, not seeing an opening, but she does throw it. O'Hara triple teamed under the rim, and it's going to be shot in the corner. But it's going to be a timeout beforehand. Coach tried to get a timeout while she was under the rim and does get it. Red Raiders timeout here with 2:14 left in this third period. 36-22 for the Red Raiders. 3 fouls for each team. Vineland once again trying to get any opening they can offensively, but the Red Raiders, every time Vineland scores, they come right back to silence them and kind of shut down Ellie celebrating. Any celebrating that they had after each shot made. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast. My name is Marcelino Ojeda here at Irv Gosman Court. My partner behind the camera, Doug Diola, got to give him props. Always working under the sun and always likes to have a lot of fun, my good friend Doug, as we await this next possession for the Red Raiders after calling a timeout under the rim. 36-22 once again here in this third period. 2:14, both teams looking to come out of their huddles here. Again, this is just the appetizer for tonight's main course of a matchup between the Ocean City Red Raiders varsity squad and Vineland Fighting Clan. Ocean City coming in with a 12-2 record, with the Fighting Clan coming in with a 6-8 record. both teams strong offensively, looking to see who can outshoot the other here tonight as we get right back in this matchup. O'Hara inbounds to Smith, who's going to drive to her left, has an open lane, takes a hop step, and just misses. Awaiting the call is going to be Red Raiders' ball. Look to be off of Vincente, once again fighting under the boards with Presley. O'Hara looking for another opening, looking left, looking right, can't see anything, but it's going to be to Smith at the top of the key. She's going to drive, left-handed layup is good. Great offensive there from Smith as she splits two defenders and drives and puts one up with her left hand as Vincente has the ball. She's going to drive once again, put her shoulder down, put up a shot. Looking for another charge was Presley, but it's not going to be called there as the Fighting Clan lose another possession. Red Raiders gain a pass up the floor, and it is no good. Scarlett Fletcher had an open look as she gets the ball back. Red Raiders once again back on offense where they spent most of that first half. Smith resetting the offense here, moving some pieces around. Just noticing everyone on the Red Raiders have the same exact shoes on. You gotta love that team effort there. But a negative outcome here for them and their matching shoes as the Fighting Clan get the ball back. Looks to be Rivera checking in, also inbounding to Delgado, who also is checking back into this game. She passes Zamaya on the wing, back to Rivera, back to Delgado, swung to the wing. Back to Delgado, looking for a drive. She goes left, and it is going to be a travel call. Presley Green looking for any charge call she can get as O'Hara looks to inbound here with Zamaya in her face. It's going to be to Fletcher looking for an opening. Back to O'Hara, almost stolen away. Tipped out by Zamaya. Is going to be Red Raiders ball once again. O'Hara looking for an opening. No one in front of her, but she's going to swing it to Smith, who comes back, being guarded by Delgado. Once again, who has been strong on the defensive end of the floor, forcing a pass there. It's going to be a three for the Red Raiders. Almost goes down, but rebounded by Delgado with three people on her. No one there to help. It's going to be a jump ball, but Vineland ball, as Delgado looks to inbound there after being swarmed by this Red Raiders defense. He's going to pass to Rivera, who's going to drive with her right hand, almost lose the ball out of bounds with no tempo going up the floor. But it is going to be a foul on the Red Raiders. Foul's going to be on number 21, Scarlett Fletcher, who's gotten a lot more minutes down the stretch here in this quarter. 38-22, 45 seconds to go, and it's stolen away by the Red Raiders. Going to go back to Smith, who puts up a layup, and it is good. Defense to instant offense for this Red Raiders squad between Scarlett Fletcher and what looks to be Callie Smith once again as Zamaya gets the ball, swings it to Delgado. Delgado steps into a mid-range jumper just off the front of the rim, rebounded by Smith, dribbles to her left, and she's going to try and get this offense rolling. 17 seconds here. 40-22 Red Raiders. Smith driving to her right. Has O'Hara to her right. Looks to be Fletcher on her left. Fletcher gets the ball. Time running down. Smith with the ball driving right. Passes down low to Presley. And it is good. And that will bring an end to this Red Raiders third quarter as they lead by 20, 42-22. And there has just been no answer for this Red Raiders offense so far. Fighting Clan trying to get some possessions on the offensive end of the floor, but they're instantly snuffed out by this Red Raiders team as they prepare for this fourth period here at Irv Gosman Court. As we prepare for this fourth period, we once again want to have you tune in for our varsity matchup tonight, which is being presented as one of the bigger games of the year for each squad. Ocean City coming in with a 12-2 record, the best in the conference, as well as Vineland coming in with a 6-8 record. But the record doesn't speak for how good this Fighting Clan varsity squad has played so far this year, behind a lot of offensive scoring and three-point shooting. But right now, it looks like the Red Raiders are gonna take one of two unless Vineland really turns this game around, as Red Raiders have a 20-point lead with just a fourth period to go. Rivera, Delgado, Zamaya, Gay, and what looks to be Day on the floor for the Fighting Clan. For the Red Enemy Raiders, it is going to be number 3, Allie Hudson, number 23, Leia Chu, number 14, Gabby Henry, and number 33, Brooke Douglas, manning down low with a newly checked in Sophia Bishop, who now has the ball, passes to Chu, pump fakes, swings it back to the top of the key for Douglas. It's going to be swung back over. This Red Raider team looking for an opening with almost all their starters on the bench besides Chu, who shoots the 3, and it is blocked. Douglas playing great defense. No rebound there for the Fighting Clan, and it is good. Allie Hudson checking in now and scoring now. Just like that, the Raiders keep this lead to a 22-point lead. Zamaya driving to her left, swings it to Gay. Gay fakes left, goes right, loses the ball off her foot. Rivera gets the ball back to Gay, who shoots it, and it is no good. It's going to be brought up the floor by Sophia Bishop, but it's going to be passed right back to Allie Hudson. Hudson fakes right, goes to her left, swinging to Gabby Henry, who gives it back to Chu. Chu swings it to, looks to be Hudson. It's going to be put up and no good by Fletcher. It's going to be out to the corner and for 3, and it is good. Gabby Henry sinking. Another 3 for this Red Raider squad, who has done nothing but score on this offensive end of the floor. The Red Raiders have just not been stopped on offense and cannot be denied defensively. It's going to be tipped out of bounds there from what looked like to be Allie Hudson. It's going to be inbounded by Rivera to Gay. It's going to be swung over to Day, who loses the ball, stolen away. Red Raiders ball. Chu bringing the ball up the floor. Almost loses it and does. It's going to be back to Vineland. Day bringing the ball up the floor, 1-on-4. No one there with her. Swings back to Rivera. Rivera back to the top of the key. 4-3, and it is no good. Shot there from Zanaya Gay. And it is Red Raiders ball once again here with 6:17 left in this fourth period. 47-22 Red Raiders just looking to get out of here and steal this JV game from the Fighting Clan going into the big matchup for the varsity women tonight. And it's stolen away. Gay has one. She's going to go one-on-one here, and it's going to put it up and just miss it. She almost puts it underneath the basket. And it's going to be a pass up the floor and another turnover. Some sloppy basketball for both teams here in this fourth quarter with 5:55 remaining. Zamaya brings the ball up the floor with Delgado to her left. That's who gets it. Delgado looks to swing it back to Zamaya as the team kind of gets something moving here offensively. Rivera with the ball. Very tight passes here for this Fighting Clan team. Delgado gets the ball back, swings it to Gay. He's going to swing it to Day in the corner. Double teamed instantly. Gay loses the ball, and it is going to be out of bounds on what looks to be the Red Raiders. Fighting Clan ball here with 5:34 left. 47-22 Red Raiders. It's going to be inbounded by Gay. Day gets the ball. She's going to drive. She has a one-on-one, loses her footing, and it is going to be Red Raiders ball. Bringing the ball up the court is going to be Allie Hudson, driving right, has Chu in the corner, passes to Chu for 3, and it is good. Once again, defense to offense for the Red Raiders. Vineland couldn't get back defensively, leaving Chu wide open in that corner, and she makes them pay with yet another three-pointer here for this Red Raiders offense as Delgado gets the ball, swings it to Gay, who's going to drive between two defenders but not come out victorious, as once again the Red Raiders have the ball manned by Allie Hudson, who swings it to the corner. Gabby Henry for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Red Raiders, and Sophia Bishop once again capitalizing on second chance points as Ocean City ramps up their 20-point lead to a 30-point lead here in this fourth quarter. Everything going their way as Zamaya shoots a 3, no good, rebounded by Chu. And once again, Red Raiders just bringing the ball up the court and scoring at will, putting up a shot that is no good, and it's going to be stolen away. Delgado has the ball. Looks to be a 4-on-2 for Vineland, their best chance to score so far in this fourth, and it is blocked away by Brooke Douglas, not giving Vineland any shot on the offensive end, as what looks to be some big changes here for both teams. Checking in for the Fighting Clan for the first time is going to be Gabby Della Rosa, as well as number 13, whose name we do not have on the card, but getting some minutes here in garbage time as the shot's put up and no good. Rebounded and right back to the Red Raiders. O'Hara, who just checked back in, is going to swing it to the wing. Back to the top where Douglas is waiting, shoots the three, and it is just missed. Rebounded by the Fighting Clan. Day bringing the ball to court, but it is just stolen away instantly by O'Hara, who looks to have a little more momentum. And another great pass down low, and it is good once again for Sophia Bishop off of a great pass from O'Hara off the steal. Fighting Clan really just trying to get something going, but nothing going for him as O'Hara tips the ball out of bounds. Inbound's going to come in from Gabby Della Rosa, getting her first minutes of the day. She's going to swing it cross court. Great pass. Just caught by the Fighting Clan, but almost tipped away. She's going to look back to her left to who also checked in, Demaya J, number 22, walks there. And it is going to be Red Raiders ball once again. Allie Hudson looking to inbound to O'Hara. And I would really love to see the time of possession for both teams offensively. I just have to assume it's a blowout in favor of the Red Raiders, who have just been on offense nonstop as the Fighting Clan really can't get anything rolling. Just really nothing going for them passing-wise, shooting-wise. And this Red Raiders team really exposing every fall they could possibly have as they go for another layup, and it is no good. Rebounded by number 13, who swarmed, and she is fouled by Presley Green. It's going to be Fighting Clan ball. Once again, inbounding is going to be Della Rosa. It's going to be given into Zanaya Gay, who's been running the point all night so far. She swings to the corner, and it is just off her hands. It's going to be thrown up. Back to the Fighting Clan. Some sloppy passing here. Looking for anything they can get. Cross-court pass is no good. Stolen away by O'Hara. Swinging it back up the floor. So it looks to be Allie Hudson once again. Driving right. Once again, right hand layup. No good. Rebounded by Presley. Misses everything. It's going to be back to the Red Raiders looking for an opening. Swung out. And Red Raiders just regrouping. Another open look in the corner. It is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Day. 54-22 here with 2:20 to go in this fourth period. Fighting Clan down big here. And not much going for anybody as once again another big group substitution for the Fighting Clan as Delgado's checking back in with Zamaya B and what looks to be number 25, also whose name we do not have on the cards. And our first look at Janio Day checking in for this Fighting Clan team as the Red Raiders are back on offense. Going to be swung back to that corner there. Easy mid-range number does not fall. Presley with the rebound to O'Hara in the corner. O'Hara's going to drive. Pass once again. It looks to be Douglas, and it's going to be back up and driven by number 3, Allie Hudson, who's getting a lot of minutes here in this garbage time end of the game. Red Raiders doing nothing but shooting and getting rebounds as O'Hara drives to her left, puts up another bad shot, and it is out of bounds on the Red Raiders. Almost just shooting and rebounding at will here with the Fighting Clan. Not too much height as Delgado gets the inbound. Down 54-22, minute 35 here. Fighting Clan, great catch by Delgado once again, who's really trying to do anything she can for this team. Back to Zamaya, who's going to drive. She's going to bump into what looks to be Presley. And another missed shot for the Fighting Clan and Red Raiders possession here. Inbounding is going to be O'Hara, giving to Allie Hudson. You know, when we look at takeaways from this game, Vineland was not that far down earlier. As there's another jumper for the Red Raiders, and it is good. That is going to be Scarlett Fletcher sinking a 3 off the glass. But takeaways from this game is, you know, Vineland really couldn't get anything going offensively as Douglas is going to drive and lose it almost out of bounds. Tightrope walking that baseline. There was a lot of times where we thought this team was very much in it as it's stolen away by the Red Raiders. They had every opportunity, really, to keep this game in their grasp, but just really couldn't get anything going offensively as the Red Raiders did, who had, once again, a great time of possession throughout this entire game as time begins to run down and Vineland just getting a turnover there. Red Raiders really just looking to run the clock here as much as possible. 36.9, 57-22 here in this fourth. Delgado bringing the ball up the court. She's going to look to her left, pass to Zamaya, who's going to be swung over. Back to Zamaya, back to Delgado. Just looking for any opening they can get offensively here in garbage time. But once again, great defense by the Red Raiders off of Zamaya B's leg. And it looks like the Red Raiders are going to get the possession here and probably milk the clock on a pretty dominant second half for this Red Raider squad. Chu's going to drive past to her right. It's going to be a shot by the Red Raiders. No good. Almost rebounded by Presley. Vineland bringing the ball up the floor with a fast break. Stop, pop, back to Delgado. Swung down low. She looks to be fouled, almost walks. Delgado back to the top of the key, and that is the end of this matchup. Red Raiders 57, Fighting Clan 22 here in this JV women's matchup. Vineland had a lot of opportunities to really stay in this game, but all the turnovers and mistakes really proved to be detrimental here in the second half. Once again, here at Irv Gosman Court, my name is Marcelino. 57-22 is the final score. Red Raiders take this one of two of the games here tonight between Ocean City and Vineland. We thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast and cannot wait for tonight's matchup on the varsity lineup. As always, my name is Marcelino, and we cannot wait to see you here at Irv Gosman Court. As always, let's go Fighting Clan.